Hey guys, John here. Today's patch in Toxic Biohazard is called Crystallized Glass Organ, so it sounds a little something like this. And that's pretty much it. If you like the patch, give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. So a couple things about this patch to point out on the at the very beginning. It's more so designed to play it in the lower notes around here. You can play it higher up. Totally up to you, but I always find the best kind of spot for it is around here. All right, so let's dive into this thing over here. And one kind of cool thing too is you can always increase the attack here, and you have a pad. So you can kind of use it in two different ways like that. So moving forward, so now for the first oscillator we have a sine, the second one is a sine, the third one is organ, fourth one is sine, and fifth one is sine. So there's a lot of sines going on, but there's some little interesting things happening here. So the first sine is going 100% in the mix, and the second sine is going 31% in the mix. Now this one is down minus 99 semitones, so quite a lot. And you might be thinking, okay, well, how do we hear this? If we turn this first one off, that's not minus 99. So the way we're accomplishing that tone is through frequency modulation. So if we look at number 2, we can see that operator number 3 is frequency modulating number 2 at 73% right here. And what is operator number 3 doing? That is an organ sound. So we kind of get that tonality, especially if we turn this off here. We kind of get a little bit of that going on. And this is going to be up 48, so quite a few octaves above what we'd normally do. It's kind of high, but this is frequency modulating number 2, and that's going to be 31% in the mix. So it's kind of interesting there as well. And we also have some more frequency modulation going on. So oscillator number 4, if you look at it over here, oscillator number 4 is going to be frequency modulating number 1 here as well by 40%. And this one is going to be a sine wave as well. And operator number 5 is left on just to confuse you and make your patch look a little bit more complicated than it actually really is. It's actually not really doing anything. So moving on from there, the LFO2 here is kind of interesting. So this is 19 right here, and this is basically slowly modulating the pitch of our sound. So if we exaggerated this, that's what's actually happening, but we just want a little bit of that. So we want that about 19 right there where we had that before, something kind of around here. And that movement's going to be controlled right here as we see LFO2, which is over here on the right-hand side. That is a sine. And the speed is not going to be synced. It's actually going to be 2.26 hertz. We're not going to be using any filtering here, but we are going to be using two effects here. So the first one's going to be a flanger. The delay is going to be 22%, the feedback 90, rate 18, the depth 100%, invert mix on, mix all the way 100%, and invert feedback on as well. Now we have that nice little delay at the end here. Now this is also not going to be synced, so the time is going to be 35% here, the feedback 60, the rate 24, depth 20, blur 50%, and mix 35. Now there's stuff at the top here. So we have 4 voices of unison. I did select 32 poly. I mean, I probably don't really need that much, but when I was designing this patch, I wanted to make sure that I had enough stuff to do enough things. So that's why it was left at 32. Like I said, voice unison at 4. The detuning is at 20, which is the standard. The unison pan is all the way at the top at 100. No glide time. The attack at the moment, I mean, we can kind of change this depending on what we need. We can have it pretty much all the way down. And we can play something fast like that. But like I said before, we can always increase this, and this basically kind of turns it into a pad. So kind of cool there. For the decay, 1.7 seconds, or 1.709 seconds if you want to be exact. The sustain 82% and the release at 0.067. Now again, you can make this a pad if you increase this attack and also increase the release as well. So those two knobs are kind of up to you depending on how you want to use this in your track if you'd like to. Kind of two patches in one kind of deal. So a 2-for-1, buy one, get one free. Actually, you don't really have to buy one. It's actually free in the video description below. So click that link, get this patch. It is yours, and I will serenade you into your next video. Oh, what's that? You wanted a pad? Oh, okay. Now I got you. See, I'm even breaking my own rule, playing up there in the higher octave. What am I doing with my life? Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.